let's take a look at the linebacker position, as with the addition of some talented transfers and the experienced veterans the Huskers already have on the team, we're going to find that the Huskers are going to be pretty stout at this position. And with the new 3-3-5 defensive philosophy that defensive coordinator Tony White brings, the linebacker role is going to play a huge part and have a big impact on this defense, starting with Georgia transfer MJ Sherman, who I feel is going to be a star this season. And you're going to hear his name a lot, as Sherman is a player that can stop the run and get after the quarterback. We saw during the spring game that MJ Sherman is the real deal. Now, Tony White does like a smaller, quick, and faster linebacker. That's his normal style, and that's probably what you'll see them go after from here on out, as he's constantly wanting to put pressure on the quarterback and get after the offense, which is another reason why redshirt sophomore Chief Borders transferred from Florida and has made a big splash over the spring. Borders is 6'4", 240 pounds, and showed during the spring game why this defense is made for him. Plays from transfer MJ Sherman and Chief Borders, along with returners like Heinrich and Reimer, is another reason why this defense is going to be a lot better than most people are expecting. And with the emergence of junior Josh Bullock, who I feel fits Tony White's linebacker size to a T, as he's 6 foot, 210 pounds, and can run. So you're going to see how this linebacker core is going to be a dominating force in 2023. Another surprise this spring was true freshman Maverick Noonan, which showed he could make plays in Tony White's defense as well. I feel Noonan will play significantly this season, but I expect Rhule and staff to shut him down after 4 games and protect his red shirts. But it really depends how well Maverick actually does. How well does he shine? And then how does the rest of the linebacker core? You know, Heinrich and Reimer have a little history of injuries, so I could see if 1 or 2 players go down, then I could see Maverick playing the whole year. Or if he just shines so well over someone else, then I could see him playing. But for the most part, I just see, unless there's an injury, I just see Noonan playing lights out. I just see him only playing in the 4 games that the NCAA allows. Now, it's important to know that the Huskers' 2 most experienced linebackers didn't play in the spring game, and that's junior Nick Heinrich and senior Luke Reimer. Both missed due to injuries. Heinrich was out all spring, while Reimer was scratched right before the spring game. Both have made an impact on this Husker defense in the past, and I feel will continue to do so even this season. The question is, and the question you got to ask, does Heinrich and Reimer have the speed and quickness that Tony White and Rhule are looking for at the linebacker spot? Probably not, but you're not going to keep them 2 off the field. With their experience and how well they've played, to me, the last couple years, them 2 are going to start, and I feel both are just too good to keep off the field. So I see both starting this season and playing significantly, as you just can't replace experience. But this is a position to watch, as we're going to see a lot of action from a lot of players this season. I expect Bullock to have a breakout year, and with MJ Sherman and Chief Borders getting plenty of playing time, you're going to see this unit, you're going to see the linebacker unit thrive. And the combination of the experienced veterans with these high-profile transfers, along with Bullock making a splash, this linebacker group is going to help this defense and keep the Huskers in almost every game. And I really mean every game. Now, Rhule's made it clear that he wants speed and explosiveness at the linebacker position, and that's the way I expect him to recruit going forward and the players he brings in going forward. Don't be surprised you don't see him bring in some big-bodied speedsters that are playing corner or even wide receiver, and after getting into that winter conditioning and putting on some bulk, you don't be surprised you don't see a couple of them moving over to that linebacker spot. That's how you get them fast, quick linebackers, get them into that winter conditioning and get them working out. Now, predicting who's starting at linebacker might be a little more difficult, but I feel all will play significantly, as Tony White will rotate players in and out, keeping everyone fresh and quick. And he's going to do that in all the defensive positions, from secondary even to the defensive line, especially since he wants to get after the quarterback. So let's see who we feel come August in that first game against Minnesota, who we think is going to line up and play starting out. No doubt, first and foremost, M.J. Sherman's going to be playing that outside linebacker position. The man is a stud, and you're not going to keep him off the field unless you're giving him a breather. I also see senior Luke Reimer being the starter at middle linebacker, with junior Josh Bullock rotating in and out with Reimer, especially in them passing downs or when they're really wanting to get after the offense or get after the quarterback even more with a little more quickness and speed. Then you're going to probably see Bullock rotating in, but Reimer's probably going to be the starter. I also have junior Nick Heidrich starting at the weak side linebacker position, with transfer Chief Borders and junior Jamari Butler coming in and rotating in that position, again giving him that speed and quickness at times. And I see all these players playing quite a bit in every game. With what Tony White wants to do on this defense, every one of these players are going to have a significant role in this defense, especially when it comes definitely a passing down. Now, junior Garrett Snodgrass is another one I expect to get plenty of playing time at linebacker. So this is another reason why I feel true freshman Maverick Noonan will redshirt this year. There's plenty of depth, plenty of talent already at this linebacker position. So no sense of ruining Noonan's redshirt status with the quality of players we have in front of him. And like I said, unless there's just some kind of injury, or Noonan just happens in them 4 games just shine so well that you just can't keep him off the field. But I expect him to only play in the 4 games the NCAA allows. Now, which 4 games, you really don't know. I don't expect it to be just 4 games in a row. I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to see him mix it up and play 4 games all the way from the beginning all the way till the end in the Iowa game. It wouldn't surprise me. But he's definitely only going to probably play in 4 games. Now, if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button and help us get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the month. And if you'd like to support the channel by leaving a small $1 or $2 tip, you can use that thanks button below the video, as I'd really appreciate if you could do that. Again, thank you for watching, and thank you for your support. Go Big Red.